Here's the aircraft jack safety lock. This is an aluminum 28 millimeter or 1.1 inch bore shaft collar. I found it is important to use an aluminum shaft collar. I tried about a half a dozen steel shaft collars of different sizes and types, and all of them slipped. This is a 5 millimeter hex wrench with a T-handle. And I cut the Allen wrench down, and then you could see that I epoxied that in place there. I didn't want to weld it because I would ruin the temper of the Allen wrench. And that goes on the jack, and as you crank up the jack, it just keeps sliding down. Oh, it's loose. And then to lock it, you simply turn the T-wrench, and that locks the jack in place. I use the safety lock when I remove something from the gear to work on it, like replacing a tire. When I'm working on something from the gear at my work table, I'm paying attention to that and not the airplane. If the jack were to leak down, the airplane may fall off the jack, so the safety lock prevents that. Now I will cut the hex wrench shorter. I am wearing a face shield because I will be using an abrasive cutoff wheel. I marked off where I want to cut the T-handle hex wrench. It needs to be long enough, about 3/8 of an inch, so the plastic handle will clear the shaft collar. And take off the bears. So I bought a lifetime supply of craft sticks. There's 1,000 in this package. I think it was less than $10. And I will leave a link to that. And I think I got it at Amazon, of where you could get those. It's very handy for mixing up epoxy or other glues, and for applying it. And the sticks are so cheap that you could just throw them away. So I am using JB Weld. I went to YouTube channel of Project Farm. Many of you may know about that one, where he showed the strength of different epoxies, and DevCon proved to be the strongest of the ones that he tested, but I couldn't find DevCon in my town of Flagstaff, so JB Weld is just a little bit weaker than the DevCon. I think he came up with the DevCon was handled 200 inch-pounds, and the JB Weld was 180. And if epoxying this on doesn't work, then I'll take it apart and drill cross holes into these and pin them. I didn't want to weld it because I figured that would destroy the temper of the Allen wrench and possibly also melt the handle. And I'll just go ahead and let that set overnight. If you notice in my vise, I have a rubber insert so it doesn't hurt the threads. I balanced some weights on the top of the T-handle Allen wrenches to make sure that they seat entirely. These are the weights that I use for calibrating my torque wrenches and other tools, my tension gauges, which I do once a year. I'll show you that in some other video. I'll show you the jack safety lock in use. I've got this underneath my Aztec, and I'll go ahead and pump it up. And as you can see with the safety lock loose, it just slides down and is not in the way. Okay, and just to show you that it's actually the safety lock that's working, I'm going to lock the safety lock using the T-handle hex wrench a little bit above the base so that when I let the pressure out, you'll see it drop down and then hold. And there we go. I got the pressure out and the safety lock is holding the airplane in place.